This time I'd like to invite Dorothy Cooke to the podium.
Good evening. My name is Dorothy Cooke. I came to speak about the utilities. I stood here April the 13th, 2026, and spoke about the utilities issues and the fact that it was an elderly man that had died in the early 2000s because his utilities were disconnected. And I would like to give my greatest condolences to the Swans family members for their loss because of lack of utilities and trying to survive. But we have a lot of people that are actually dead but yet alive because they can't afford to pay these utility bills. We need this city of Rocky Mount Utilities to no longer be municipally governed within themselves, so you can make your own rules, break your own rules, and then the people that's suffering from those rules are the ones that have no say. You tell us we can come up here and speak freely, but what happens? Another death. And dead people can't pay utility bills. So who's gonna pay the Swans family debt? It's gonna be written off or whatever the case may be anyhow, or somebody else is gonna be passed down like the Sheriff Harris Energy Nuclear Plant investment was for the young man or the elderly man back in the early 2000s when he died because he didn't have oxygen. He was on oxygen and they turned his utilities off and he died. That's what torture. And when we was told by the Utilities Commission that they had no jurisdiction because this utilities company was governed within itself so they could make their own rules, break their own rules, and whatever they decided is what goes, and how sorry they was, didn't bring him back. And I'm guaranteed it's not gonna bring the Swans family back, and what's gonna happen next? And we also know there was a policy in place that the city of Rocky Mount had, because I seen it with my own eyes, that said that because the person's utilities not been cut off because of lack of payment, that the city of Rocky Mount was not accountable for their death. But it wasn't his debt. It was debt that was owed from the Sheriff Harris Energy Nuclear Plant investment that went belly up, that was passed down to the customers, that we didn't even know was passed down to us until we did research. And enough is enough. Y'all need to stop it. People don't need to die in order to survive here in Rocky Mount. All this nice stuff that y'all say that we have, whatever the case may be, however it may be done, is not benefiting to all people. It's benefiting to some. You need to stop it. The evil needs to be stopped. If you're gonna do something, you need to have something in place, and I'm glad that you mentioned about the reserve plan or whatever fund that you're gonna put in place for people that have utilities, but the Swan family would still be alive if it was there. If somebody would have listened back on April the 13th, 2026, a whole lot of people wouldn't be in the hardship that they are. Why would it take for somebody to have to die? Nobody cared 20-something years ago. And the majority on the city council was not black in 1999 when Hurricane Florida occurred. So we're not dealing with color. The color we're gonna deal with is green. Green and greed. And it's wrong.
Thank you, Ms. Cooke.